Hey, everybody. Welcome to Goddamn We're Happy. That was submitted by Phil Payne on Patreon. Speaking of which, join the 420 Club on Patreon at patreon.com/gettingdoug and help support the show. Keep it going. Keep things like this happening. A special, extra, super sized episode. We're going for 90 minutes today. This is still on fire, so I'm going to hit it again. That's right, 90 minutes live. And we'll see if we're alive afterwards. Doug plugs. Tonight here in Los Angeles, I'm doing Doug Loves Movies at 8 o'clock at the UCB Theater on Franklin Avenue. And this weekend, oh boy, I'm going to be at the Santa Ana Star Casino doing stand-up at 420. So that's already going to be interesting, doing stand-up at a casino. And that's just outside of Albuquerque, and I haven't gone through Albuquerque in a minute. I think the last time I played there was the college. So I'm excited to be back. And then once again, here in Los Angeles, next Tuesday night, you can also catch a taping of Doug Loves Movies at 8 o'clock. But for all my dates and deets and links, I'm coming to San Francisco, Denver, Sacramento, Salt Lake City, and more. That's right, more Alabama. I couldn't think of a state fast enough. Go to douglovesmovies.com for all the info, and I never took my sunglasses off. Enjoy the show. Blast off, that's what's happening. We're in the basement. Super sized episode. We're going to go for 90 minutes today.
I love it.
Of a lot of regular smoking and a lot of dabbing. And with us is a newbie and an old bee. Todd Glass and Matt Fernandez.
A lot of love in this room.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Some people just coming in. Matt Fernandez is a hilarious comic out of the St. Petersburg, Tampa area in Florida. I'm sure, Todd, you have some notes about the Tampa Improv, how they could improve that room.
Oh, they should burn it.
They've on two occasions I've tried to do Doug Loves Movies there where the recording didn't come out for different reasons, you know. And I still like the club. I still play there, you know, but I'll just do stand up. But I really am toying with the idea of like going in there and getting burned a third time by doing another one.
And you're really thinking about it?
Well, they're convinced that they'll be able to record it this time.
Do you believe them?
Yeah, right. And
Well, they convinced me the second time.
Out of paranoia, real quick. It's
Yeah.
not the staff. I was there. The staff couldn't have been any sweeter.
People are
but
super
that
nice.
room,
Yeah,
the way
it's
it
too
was
tall.
designed.
It's a giant opera
It's
house.
like 3 stories.
Yeah.
And it's not. And by the way,
It's fun to be at the level where the green room is. It's fun to be that high up above the show, but audience members don't need to be that high up.
no, they disconnect.
It's like being up in the
never see
catwalk
people
of a
sit up
theater.
there.
Yeah, it's so high up. Well, you know, back in the day, I did a few shows there where they were, you know, especially on Saturday night, they would have people sitting all the way up there.
Really?
Yeah, but you know, I think now live comedy's sort of. I don't know why. I mean, we should start the show. I guess we have 90 minutes, so I can derail it immediately. But it's more driven by the specific talent now, and people either being famous or being good at convincing people to come see them.
Right.
Like, seem to be the things that are happening. Whereas, like, it used to be like the best comedy clubs, they'd just be packed every weekend, all weekend.
Well, like Acme, they can still have special events, but I'll make it quick too because I know you feel like you're derailing. But it's not things used to be better back then. No, some things could have been, and Acme still does that. They brand themselves so they can bring in. And if I was a club owner, I'd want to do it because I would want to introduce my audience to people I knew was funny, but they don't know who they are yet. Like a Rory Scovel 5 years ago. Well, Tampa couldn't bring him in because he's not going to be. But a club that goes, no, trust our judgment. Acme does that. You'll go there even if you don't know who the act is because you trust his judgment. You know.
A lot of comics won't go to Tampa just because it's Tampa.
I mean, Acme is so strict on who they hire that I will be headlining there on October 17th.
And by the way, it's never the city.
Minneapolis.
I learned. People go, oh, if there's not a good club in a city, everybody tries to make up a reason why. Look, the best club on the planet, or one of them, the Acme Comedy Club in Minneapolis, is not in it's not New York, it's not Chicago, but it's just a great club. And I worked the Mall of America before then, and I would have just said, oh, Minneapolis are dumb crowds. But no, it's not the city. It's the club. And Florida could handle a good club, but they don't have any really cool clubs. They used to.
Nice, not derailing. So,
No, he's right. He's right.
No, I'm serious. There's no way
There's
that
like
city.
a million clubs in Florida, and I don't really think that any of them are so great.
Right.
That
Well,
there's
this
a
is the
million
best.
pipes on this table
yeah.
that are
Can
begging
we just
for
dive
you
right
to pay attention to them because we've gone past the 20 minutes after the hour, so it's past 4:20 somewhere. That's what happens. That's what happens with marijuana smokers. You get so high that you forget to get high.
That was a joke and a laugh. It was the
Yeah, it's bad timing. It's like when somebody's got a mouthful of food or drink or something. When you really make them laugh, it's gonna go everywhere.
like that's a real problem.
horrible.
That's the problem. Marijuana smokers forget to get high.
Well, I mean, especially on this show, I literally just forgot to get high because we were yapping about comedy clubs. That I don't know how much people have. I don't know how much interest they have in that.
I think they do. You know, when I hear, I'm not a musician, but when I hear people talk about music, I'm always like, it interests me. I like to. Oh, cool! I didn't realize that. Is that true?
Especially if
Tell
they're
me
watching
about
this.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. We were discussing before the show, Todd. I know you're not a big movie buff, like you see some movies and parts of movies, but would you draw the line at if you knew ahead of time that a dog was going to die or be mistreated in a movie? Would you rather just not see that movie?
I mean, that's a great question.
Especially when you're high.
I mean, like,
Hit him with the really sad
I'm about to start
stuff.
crying.
Yeah.
if out of it comes better treatment for animals, if somewhere in there by showing it, it becomes better, maybe I could.
No,
sit
it's always
through it.
exploitative.
Oh no, I don't think I could. Watch
Or just trying to be sad. It's either trying to upset you or be sad.
What's
you
the
know?
movie?
Well, I mean, a classic example is the movie John Wick has a puppy die very early on in the movie, and that's why he gets revenge on everybody for the rest of the movie is because he's mad about them killing his puppy.
That's the only time.
So
I'd
it gives
accept
you,
a
so you
dead
sit there
dog
and
in a
root for
movie.
him because you were sad that his puppy was killed. But some people will draw the line and just be like, well, I would just rather not see a movie where a puppy gets killed.
But he kills everyone.
I mean, people go see movies where people get shot up and.
No, it's weird. Puppies and dogs get this weird extra. You know, that's like why if you bring up eating dog, people lose their minds. Like it's the worst thing a person could possibly do because dogs are cute and we have them as pets. You know what I mean? But every other animal, unless you're in PETA, it's okay for people to eat a.
And of course it's not. Of course it's not okay. But yeah, it's funny that we, you know.
Well, depending on the country. I'm saying there's
Right.
some if there's an animal you want to eat, there's some country somewhere that probably cooks it up.
Oof.
Person. What if I
Yeah.
want to eat a human? Where do I go, Doug?
Let me think about that.
You open a door.
Nice, you know,
Yeah.
young.
I want to
so they'd
present
be-
it. I don't want it to. I don't want to like know it's a person.
Food that's got people
Silver
in it.
platter,
I mean,
dude in white gloves,
You got to
then
figure there's
toothpick.
human skin in everything you eat.
dipping sauce.
Can I see the way I
That was prepared by people with hands.
the way I see human and it's all in my head. I've no facts at all. I would imagine if you're going to prepare it, for whatever the reason, you just have to. It like fish almost, because it's not a dark meat, right?
I don't know.
Right. So I would picture
You don't
like
need to know
make it
that
like
in this day and
sauté.
age.
You bread it
Just
and
tell
fry
him
it,
that
or
he's
you
right.
just saute it.
Saute it like
Okay.
with butter and onions.
garlic, okay.
Yeah, and garlic.
See, it sounds good.
I mean, just if I was thinking how I would prepare it. Now I'm not killing anybody and sautéing them.
As you smoke this, do you feel like you're getting higher and higher?
Higher and higher,
Do you feel like
baby.
more and more energy coming into
Yes.
you? You do?
I'm
It's
not-
called crescendo.
Can I tell you something?
It is aptly named.
Yeah, it is. I like pot that gives you energy. I told you that sometimes what I like to do is smoke pot and have a half of a 5-hour energy. This, I don't need the 5-hour energy.
This is really doing it.
Yeah.
Crescendo. Do you know where we got this from, Marissa?
The
MedMen has a thing called Crescendo.
I was there yesterday.
So
That's
go
where I
grab
bought
some.
my weed.
Hey, so what are your plans when you travel back? Are you going to bring stuff back to Florida?
No.
Because
No, I usually just put it in my check bag, and it's almost always just pens and cartridges, never flour.
yeah, but go ahead, throw a little flour in your carry-ons and enjoy your life. Because LAX, you can have up to an ounce.
What? I can
Yeah.
fly out with it?
Yeah.
Are you fucking with
Believe
me?
you me, I know.
You're gonna be like, that's the best prank ever.
everybody
I
thinks
got
I'm
Matt
fucking-
indicted. That was a good one.
I tell everybody that'll listen because, everybody immediately, their initial reaction is they think I'm fucking with them, but it's absolutely true, right, Taylor? Yes. Taylor flies with this fucking dab rig that you're going to see shortly, and with also with concentrates and weed, and they don't hassle him about it.
It's time to end the madness, people.
Andy has that beard.
Fly with your pod. End the
TSA's
madness.
not bothering you at all.
You're right. It's people like him that let people like me end up doing it because you take the first step. But I still ship it.
Yeah, we met a dude in Las Vegas because we were smoking weed. We were smoking weed out our windows and just started talking to each other. And, he was all excited because he had just come from MedMen, which is right across the street from like the closest hotel to the airport. And he was just like so nervous about, I got to smoke all of this before I fly home. And I was like, dude, you can fly home with it. TSA doesn't care. And he took a lot of convincing. And to this day, I don't know if he did fly home with any of it, but I bet you he didn't.
I guess I'm more worried about what happens when I fly into a state where it's
Right.
not legal.
Well, that's
Right,
what, the thing is fortunately, we rarely, unless you pull some shit on the plane, you rarely get searched leaving a plane.
That is true.
Yeah, like leaving an airport, nobody's like stopping you going, hey, before you leave this airport, we need to know what stuff you're taking home with you.
Remember they used to say to
Because also they don't know, TSA never knows where you're coming or
coming
going
from,
from. They don't know that. So like, if I ever get caught in, 8 times out of 10 now when I'm traveling, I'm either going to or from a legal state. So I would just use that excuse. Like, oh, I'm going to blank or I'm coming from
Have you ever been
blank.
caught?
No, because they don't care.
Yeah, okay, that.
I've just worked it all out in my head, what I'm going to say when it does happen.
Right.
If there's one like TSA agent that decides to be that person, but they all are so casual about it. Like, I'll just have all this shit in my bags because every once in a while my bag gets taken aside for some like electronic, like a phone charger thingy or something. And so they'll take aside my bag and go, we got to look through your bag. And sometimes they do it randomly. But they're like, we got to look through your bag. And they'll just be like, okay, okay. Like with pipes and stuff, they'll sort of look at them, pick them up, like these things, okay? Looking for the electronic thing that set them off. And then they find that and they go, okay, this is fine, and that's it. And it's nothing ever happens in addition
So
to that.
you said if you get that one guy, you're right, there's a 1% chance.
You
What's
never
your story?
know.
What are you going to say? Didn't you say you had something to say when that
Yeah,
happens?
I'm
What is
in
it?
a legal weed state or going to one, or in a lot of cases, both.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Like if I'm flying to Seattle, it's going to be legal.
This is risky, what I wanted to
Portland.
say to do, but it has worked for me.
But I still go to places where it's not legal. I'm not, shunning you guys because your voting populate is stupid.
Right. I agree. Exactly. Well, I'm sure it made sense. He is clean thoughts, so if I got lost, why do I have to slow things down?
Yeah, I place like states where my least favorite politicians are like all the time, and also it's a straight up racist thing in this country that marijuana is still illegal because I've hardly ever been hassled by cops over it.
I've been to jail for it. It's not cool.
Right?
And then it's decriminalized 3 years later. I was so fucking pissed. But
Right.
I was so happy. It was so bittersweet.
Yeah.
did you
well,
go to jail?
you did that.
I was only in
for-
jail for the night, but I had to do community service, and I had to go to these meetings with other people who were addicted to things that weren't even weed.
Well, it changes a lot.
Yeah.
But I mean, in a movie, if you were in a movie about that, you would run that place. Like you'd be the big scary guy there.
Until they spoke to me, and they were like, I'm not scared of you at all.
The indica, if you want to try it, is called ebb,
How do we know which is which?
as in ebb and flow, I guess.
Ebb and flow,
Yeah.
of course. Good old ebb
But
and
who
flow.
wants to just do the ebb and not the flow?
Yeah.
I mean, you hardly ever hear ebb on its own.
Ebb and flow.
Yeah. Oh my God, I got so high the other night, I ebbed. Do you even understand the words that are coming out of
No.
my head?
No. I don't know what ebb and flow is. I know
You
it's-
really like crescendo, don't you?
What's that have to do with anything? Oh, yeah. The pot. Mm-hmm. I thought you were talking about a movie.
How many years, Todd? Let's do a pot quiz hop shot. How many years do you think? How many years has this been a show? Because you've been on from the very beginning. You're the most frequent guest.
10 years.
How long?
No, is that longer?
No. Tomorrow, October 2nd, will be our 6th anniversary.
Wow, it seems like 10.
Yeah.
In a good way.
Yeah, okay.
Like, I don't remember not doing it, so I just figured
It
10
seems
years.
like it's been, yeah, I get that. I honestly couldn't really, if people weren't occasionally telling me about these anniversaries, I could totally lose track. And I certainly didn't know until right now. Like if somebody said, what year did it
Right.
start? I'd have to go backwards. I'd have to think of how
Yeah.
many years it is and count it out in my head.
That's how I learn on my podcast. Like Aristotle will say something about it, and I'll go, oh, okay. I didn't even know. He'll say, it's 7 years on Thursday. I'm like, it is?
Oh,
And I celebrate
And then
it.
you
know
gotta
why?
fucking make a cake.
I'll tell you why I celebrate it. Because it's a good excuse to celebrate anything. Like, you want to have fun any night, but if you go, it's the anniversary, who cares? First, I was going to go, what do we have to celebrate it for? It's so good. But then I'm like, yes, let's celebrate it. And then I celebrate, 30 days after the first anniversary. You have all these anniversaries you can make up.
So what year did this show start?
Well, you just told me.
I didn't tell
now
you
you're
the year.
asking for math.
I told you it
I
was
don't wanna
6
do
years.
math.
This
Yeah.
is the 6th anniversary.
6 times 6, 7, 8, 9, 13.
Carry
No, I
the
don't
2.
think I'm
What are you
going
doing?
in the right direction even.
What year is
Yeah,
it?
all you gotta do is just
a lot of
take
work.
19 and subtract 6 is 13.
Ooh,
2013.
2013. And when I was guessing the wrong...
Fucking
I promise
scientist over
no
here.
more math after these messages. We'll be right back. Nothing feels worse than when you go to pay for something and have that sinking feeling that you've overdrew from your bank account and now have to deal with those terrible overdraft fees. That's why the Dave app was invented, to put an end to overdraft fees for good. Dave is the #1 budgeting app in America because it saves you from overdraft fees and reminds you about upcoming bills. It can also advance you $75 from your next paycheck with no credit check and no interest. It's a great service for just $1 a month because Dave will help you budget, and if you're spending too much, the app will text you to make you stop. Mark Cuban is an investor in Dave because he got crushed by overdraft fees in his 20s, so he gets it. 3 million people already use Dave to save up to $1,000 a year in overdraft fees. Go to dave.com/Doug. It really helps the show if you let them know you heard them here, and download Dave and never pay another overdraft fee again. It's immediate savings. Go now to dave.com/Doug. Eat. Todd visited Snackland during the break. And
I'm sorry. I'll make it quick.
if you're just joining us, this is a supersize episode. I should maybe tweet to remind people that it's in progress. We're going for 90 minutes. We got
It's an ASMR video with Todd Glass chewing.
Yeah.
That's your thing.
let's just listen to Todd chew for a little bit. And Matt Fernandez is here in addition to Todd Glass, and it's Alicia with Pot Topics.
Hot topic. It's fun being in the middle.
Well, we could.
I had to do
Thanks
makeup
for-
on both sides of my face for once, though.
Thanks for letting me stretch my legs.
Yeah, I know, this is cool. I can put my feet up.
Useless, gigantic body of mine.
I've got access to all this stuff. Hey, someone left this just at the show a while
I did.
ago.
That's mine.
If you or any of your guests want it, never mind.
I did.
Todd's got
It's
it.
a guy that takes anything for free. He goes, and whatever it is. Somebody, this was a thing that you put on the end of a cigar. Yeah, I left that thing. What is it, though? But is it dirty?
I don't know. Someone just left it under those chairs. I think it was.
touched it a lot.
I guess
Should have asked
brought
that before you
somebody
did.
that left.
Cute,
Yeah.
cute.
Wouldn't it be weird if that was a murder weapon?
It'd be impressive.
It's so tiny. Yeah.
Do you think
What
you
could you
unscrew
do with
there's
it?
poison in it?
Well,
That'd be amazing.
then the
Anyway.
poison would be the murder weapon, right?
People don't kill people. Poison does.
What's
Exterminators
new in
kill
the
people.
world of weed?
Well, I haven't smoked in a couple of days, and It's only because I went to Fantastic Fest, which was amazing, but then I got kicked in the face by the Fantastic Flu. So, sorry
real
if I
thing.
cough
That's
on
a
you
real
guys.
thing they
I'm just
have
gonna-
there.
Yeah, and the Fantastic Flu is a really bullshit name. It's a real oxymoron. Really just a moron. I hate it. I hate being sick. But I might not
But of
smoke
all
a
the
lot.
flus you've had, it's probably
It's
the best one.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fantastic flu. Why do they call it the
It's doing a
Fantastic Flu?
great
And why
job
did
of
nobody
being a
ask?
flu.
Because it was at Fantastic Fest.
Yeah.
What?
There's a film festival
festival.
called Fantastic Fest, and apparently people usually get sick after it. And last year I didn't, so I went in like confident this year, and then it got
What
me,
do you
Todd.
think it
got
is?
me.
What do you think it is? Like, what are they, there's got to have a reason why that would happen in a condensed area, right? Is that
It's
that's
just a
norm-
lot of people partying, like drinking a lot
No one's
in
taking
a
care
short
of
period of
themselves
time.
at that
Yeah,
fest.
and you know the food is delicious there, but it's not like it's not like you're
Yeah,
just
but-
eating
so that
salads
would-
and yogurt.
Wouldn't that be more of just not that situation, but any of those situations, doesn't that happen a lot? Or just in that
Yeah,
situation?
I feel like big
Or-
events like usually have like a flu affiliated with them, right?
Yeah.
Cool, don't talk at me.
Yeah, I know.
I tend to cough to my left. I try to
Awesome.
sit on the end, but I thought I'd give you the leg room. So if you
Yeah,
could just mute my
it was
mic
a
if I
real-
start
I didn't have all the
coughing.
information.
Be
Real
on that,
difficult
thanks.
choice.
I can't get sick. I have a fake heart.
Well, you should
That's
how you
we
make
should get
someone
something
nervous.
to cough into, then you don't even have to turn away.
That's how you make someone
Like a
nervous
nice,
that coughs.
Like
Oh,
my
sorry.
knees, like I'm
That's how you can
vomiting.
tell someone
Yeah,
not
do
to
that.
cough without looking like the jerk. You make up a lie. You go, "Oh, I'm sorry. I have a fake heart, so I'm very acceptable to germs. Would you mind?" And I hate asking you to cover your mouth.
I just love that you're acceptable to germs.
I feel like if you had a fake heart,
Except-
it would
what's
be
the
more
word?
immune to
Susceptible.
germs.
Susceptible. Well, you know the sentiment of it.
But I
Edit
just
that
like
out.
it. Acceptable to germs.
It accepts
works.
germs.
You're welcome, germs.
You're inclusive.
Very welcoming.
You're an acceptionist.
Oh.
Okay, so that's the first news story.
The first
Is
news
that
story
was
is
that
that I
terrible
got the flu,
flu?
and I want everyone
not
to
the
know.
news.
And heads up on that. I won't share a pipe with you, Todd. Don't worry about it.
I'm not worried about anything.
Yeah, it seems like Matt's more worried than Todd is.
You're at the crescendo.
And I'm not that worried.
But then she's like, "Blah." I
They
vomited.
say that when you're done, when you're getting over the flu, that's when you're not
Yeah, I don't think at this
You're
point
not
I could.
contagious. Yeah.
contagious.
You're fine.
Catching,
it.
yeah.
I feel fine, Todd.
You look fine.
Thanks.
I don't get sick easy, and I'm not afraid to spit it in its face. I don't get sick easy. There's no way I'm gonna get sick.
That's a challenge.
That's a challenge.
Germs.
Oh, come on, sick. People act like sick's a thing, and it's gonna go. Oh, really? Now you're gonna get your lesson. I can say, I'll never get sick. No one's gonna make me sick to teach me a lesson. What type of God would that be? You go. You know when you say something like that, people go, "Oh, God forbid." You're like, well, it's not gonna make it happen. Who's gonna implement it? You know what? I don't even.
I just
I'm
like
just
the idea that no
jotting
one's gonna
down
make
what I
me
wanna
be
say.
fucking sick. All right, I decide when I'm sick as you're just coughing up blood and falling to the ground.
What are you writing down?
I
This
got
is
lost.
hilarious that it's a weed show and I can't even find a pen that works. Like
That
we
is
keep,
crazy.
We keep the pens don't
Well,
work
that's the
anymore.
I
problem.
just do think like the most messed up thing about me being sick is I use hand sanitizer that entire festival, and then I'm leaving Austin, and this guy next to me at TSA, he has like his bag and a tray, his like shoes and sweater, and then in one tray he just throws in his toothbrush and those like toothpick picks, like no coverage, just throws them directly in the tray we go through. He just like scoops them out and shoves them in his bag. And like how can people just like raw dog their toothbrush through life and not get
Right.
sick? And then I'm being so careful, and this is how I feel. Like that's how I know God doesn't exist. Is that man looks so
Right.
healthy, and I can't get that out of my head. God, I still hate it.
I would have opened with the news story. God does not exist.
God does not exist.
You
That's-
you buried the lead.
Okay, I'll tell you a real story.
Here we go.
Listen, this is very cool. Maybe it is. The House passed a bill. I think we've talked about this before. The Safe Banking Act. Last Wednesday, the House did pass this, which would mean that banks and credit unions would finally be able to work with cannabis companies. The only reason this isn't necessarily great news is because to be an official law, this would have to get past the Senate. And as we know, the Senate is still rather conservatively held right now. And so it's hard to say which way that'll go. They could surprise us. I think more and more Republicans are getting on board with cannabis, but
crazy.
What you
I
call
thought
it
it would
cannabis
go. I thought
when
it was
you're
going
talking
so
about
quick,
Republicans.
and then all of a sudden I thought, now it got real slow. You know, like for a while I felt like, oh, that's legal there, it's legal there, and then I thought like, oh, it just seemed to taper down. And then I'm in a city, I won't even be able to think of them now, but where I'll just take for granted it's legal there, just because you look at it as a progressive city, they're like, oh,
Some people
no.
like to push back on things that they can't stop.
What?
You know what I mean? Like, it's happening. There's no stopping it. There's just this weird pushback that, like, they're just not going to be able to get enough of a foothold. There's just not going to be enough people that are suddenly like, yeah, let's let kids have seizures. And let's have old people not have their pain, veterans, for fuck's sake. Like,
how about just, I wanna
let's-
get silly
fuck the
with it.
veterans. Let's not let them smoke weed if
How
they
can
want
you
to smoke
hate a
weed.
plant more than you hate a child suffering from seizures? Like, who are you when, like, that's truly your mentality?
But even
Really,
if
it's
up.
intense.
Even if it is for the groups of people, of which I'm one of, that just want to enjoy it because it's like some people enjoy wine, some people enjoy different things, and for me, I should be able to do it for that reason. Is, you know, even if it wasn't medical. Sometimes I almost like when people go for the medical, I'm like, it makes it look like now people go, oh, yeah, I know we can't. Yeah, and we have a right to do it just to get
everyone should be
silly.
able to do
Yeah,
it.
everybody
Yeah.
should be able to do it. It's a shame that we have to go to that because
need
you're
an
pulling on
excuse.
heartstrings to get what everybody should legitimately
justify
have.
it,
Right,
yeah.
right.
Yes.
Oh man, it's crazy shit out there, people.
I want to say, though, I just took a hit and I feel great.
Very good.
So maybe we're on the up and up here. Maybe
think
I
so.
won't cough on you guys.
Okay.
We'll see. No promises yet.
Yeah, it's exciting sitting next to Todd, though, too. So that's probably, you're getting some adrenaline from that.
Well, thank you.
I'm getting secondhand crescendo just off his being. Oh, you know what?
Is that the name of your next album, Todd? Secondhand Crescendo?
Yeah, that's not a bad.
I like it. Sounds
How about
classy.
repetition, repetition,
Sounds
repetition?
classy.
I like that.
Yeah, oh, I thought of this scene from, you said something earlier, Matt, that I thought of, I wanted to say from, remember this in the Flintstones when Fred's getting a bowling ball?
The best start to a
And
sentence
the
I've
salesman's
ever
like
heard.
that guy that's like, what color would you like?
Exactly, they played that character. What color would you like? And he had a handlebar mustache.
And he goes, black, brown. And then Fred goes, how about something catchy? And the guy goes, how about the measles? Classic.
Wow, I want to go home and YouTube
I don't
that
know
and
why I
watch
thought
it.
of that, but the conversation got away from me and I couldn't
That's
figure out a
great.
way to get back to
Listen,
it, so
I
I
can
wrote it
smoke,
down.
but I
save.
can't laugh without coughing. So if you guys could bring it
Oh
down, if
my
you not.
God, that is great.
Yeah, sometimes,
yeah, just-
sometimes it's worth the wait. I'm glad I didn't disregard that idea.
Bruh.
I said catchy a while ago.
I hope that card gets sent to one of the Patreon people now.
But he
that
does
one
that-
specifically.
He does that weird thing where he adds an extra consonant before the black. Black. Brown.
You gotta sound like the owl, like the Tootsie Pop owl.
Exactly. I think it might be the same dude.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
What if your waiter, as a waiter, you did that voice, and even in a nice restaurant, would it be met with warmth? Or like, so you have a table, whatever the reason you walk over, well, hello, nice to meet you. And you sold it well, not over the top, just really would they?
I run in every once in a while. I'll run into somebody that like you're not sure if they're like playing it up more, or if that's just their personality. There's this one bartender at a comedy club in the Midwest. Like he really feels like old timey. I don't know if it's insulting to say, so I don't want to name names or anything.
Right.
But maybe he's sitting home right now going, "Oh, I believe that's me."
No, he's awesome.
Is he British?
That's the thing is, I don't know what it's supposed to be. I don't know what it is.
just, like,
it's just
committed.
proper. It's just very proper. I'm proper.
Proper's the
Brent.
exact right.
He's so polite.
He's very
it's
sweet.
very charming. Very charming.
Proper is a great explanation of it, which is then charming. So yeah, it's
Proper is charming.
proper. It's like proper. And you know what? Like it, but even those guys aren't as like. It's not like well, hello. That guy, brown, blue, and in that character would be anybody that was appalled that they didn't think they belonged in the store.
I would think you were vomiting. You just came up to me and made that
I'm thinking you
noise.
had a stroke and you're doing your best. He's trying his hardest. Don't look at him.
Hello. Oh, the guy had a stroke. Woo! Oh my God.
So,
All right, this doesn't feel right. I'm trying to tweet about that this is happening live and get people to come check this out. And
They have so
but
much time to join.
yeah, that's the thing. Is I
90 minutes?
really give
Yeah.
them the warning, but it feels like this link is bad.
I have to do my podcast
Did you spell
tonight.
it wrong?
Doug Benson?
YouTube.com/Doug Benson.
Did you hear what I said?
That's what it was.
Doug, did you hear what I said?
What?
From now on, if they say something, and you know, sometimes it just gets lost in the shuffle, I'm not going to just repeat it. I'm going to go, Doug, did you hear what I said?
welcome to Doug
Hey,
getting
look,
high
there
and
we
trying
are.
to figure out his phone.
Look, this is us right now.
Who's
Yeah.
doing it? There's a rat in here.
Don't show. You don't need to get a close up of
It's
my
her.
phone.
It's her.
Oh, this is so weird.
Because you
Life-
can see us.
Yeah, I'm watching us. On this. while
Pull up
we're
in the
all
live
sitting here
chat.
doing it
Just
here.
kidding. Don't do that.
I don't want to do that. Hey, what are you guys saying about us? You're saying stuff like, get your shit together. What are you doing with your fucking phone the whole time? But I really wish that I could get that direct link. It's not a direct link. It just goes to the page, and then you got to scroll
There's
down and
just the
find
first
it.
thing.
Yeah, you got to scroll down to this one that doesn't say who's on the
Oh.
show yet, and click on it.
Yeah, I don't know what the link for that would be.
Yeah, I don't know how to make this work.
How's my forehead? Is it shiny? We're good.
No.
But anyway, yeah, you just got to find the
comfortable.
live
It
now.
looks
nice,
proper,
it
and
is nice.
proper is charming.
I'm always hot, but this is like perfect temperature for me.
It's actually comfortable in
It's
this
super
room today.
comfortable, yeah.
I'm usually either freezing or sweating, like no middle
Yeah,
ground.
me too.
That's
me
just
too.
nice.
Because I go
Nice
from
weather
always
in
being
space
hot,
today.
hot, and then one night I'm like, it's so cold. What happened? What happened? What happened?
Why
It's
are we-
kind of cold in LA today, though. Like high of 74. That's
Yeah.
gross.
Fuck that.
She
I
likes
love it. You,
She likes
I'll
she
trade
likes
you.
the
You can have
heat.
Florida.
I mean, I
Well,
just
that's
gave
what you're
him
getting,
Texas,
like coming
and-
out here right now.
That's
Is you're
beautiful.
getting a cooler version of what you already had with the sunshine.
feel
Does it
so
get? It's,
dry.
it's not as wet. Yeah, it's not
No,
as
not
wet
as
here.
wet,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
I don't mind it. I
Your
know
hair
I'm
doesn't
in
It's
curl
not a
there.
as
swamp.
much here.
Yeah.
I mean,
But I love to go to Florida in the wintertime.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
like, I'm
Same
a
thing.
total.
It's gorgeous.
I'm a snowbird.
You
Yeah,
know the word
in the
for
winter,
it.
it's perfect. It's like being in an indoor pool.
Yeah. You know.
No
but
humidity.
I still like a little bit of weather here
warm.
and there. You know, I'll go to I go to New York every year for 12 guests of Christmas at a time where it's certain to be cold.
yeah, it's not a great time.
You want to? I think we just got a signal. So do you want to do one more quick one, or you want to save some for a little later in this
I
massive
mean, I'm
episode?
still saving a bunch more because we've only done one. So I'll do a quick one.
Do it.
There's a tech company out of Vegas, and they're called Greenery Map, and they apparently have made the first database where you can go in and say, this is how I want to feel. This is how I want to consume my weed today. These are the medical benefits that I want, and it's going to recommend a strain. But I think more notably, the same company, speaking of these banking issues that cannabis companies are happening, they teamed up with another company, and so now through them, these marijuana companies can finally use credit cards when it comes to their sales, and they can also electronically do payroll for their employees for the first time, which has got to be super exciting. So
So they can't now use credit cards?
everything's all cash with cannabis companies. Even when they do taxes, IRS people have to come there, sit down, and like count out bill by bill. It's
Yeah, you're
absurd.
right.
So I can put in a database exactly how I want to feel.
Yeah,
That's bullshit.
yeah.
Say,
Do it the right way and smoke every kind of weed there is until you figure it out.
I want to say, I want to feel groovy,
like we had
baby.
to.
Do it like everyone else has.
You think that? What would it do to you if you said that? I want to
said
feel.
what?
I want to feel groovy, baby.
I think
I
that
bet
there's
that's definitely
Probably more
Yeah.
specific than that. Probably
Yeah,
prearranged
they probably
options.
I think going through the process makes sort of
I want to feel loved.
a placebo effect. Because, once you've typed out all these, once you've said all these things you want, and then they put it together for you and give it to you, you want it to, you want it to work, and it's going to get you high because it's weed, and then you go, that's my brand, like it just seems like that's what they're going for, and it seems
Yeah.
like more people are just like, I'll smoke whatever's,
Well, we talked,
available.
I think, last time about that company where you send in a cheek swab and then it tells you which weeds are best for you more based on like what's not going to make you paranoid. Like it figures out genetically what's going to be best for you supposedly. But
And
I
then
don't
they
know.
go murder people, and then they take that cheek swab and then they rub it on the dead body. Next thing you know, you're getting a call from the police. And I've seen it happen. My friend, who is a lawyer,
That's how the police
told me
investigations
about
call
this
you.
I don't give a
story.
shit who my ancestors are. I totally believe that. Yes.
I want to
Right.
hear more about this after we come back.
There's
Thank
more.
you, Alicia. We won't
Right.
forget. We'll remember what we were talking about. We'll be right back. Hey everybody, have you heard about our new show, Doing Doug with Dabs? It's me, Alicia, and Taylor hanging out and doing dabs after tapings of some of the regular shows. Sometimes we'll invite a guest, sometimes it'll just be us. The show drops a couple times a month and is exclusive to members of our 420 Club on Patreon. Want to unwind with us after getting Doug with High? Head over to patreon.com/gettingdoug and sign up today. It supports this show, and in return, we'll send you a signed blue card, read your name during one of the shows, and you'll get early access to our pre-taped episodes. Pretty great. Check out patreon.com/gettingdoug to join today. We're back with Todd Glass, Matt Fernandez, and now sitting middle. Trying this out, see how people like this.
Can I ask you a quick question?
Please.
I'm being totally serious. When
Yes.
I chew with my mouth shut, can you hear me?
Oh, that's a great question, because I think that often when I'm chewing in a cinema or
Let me
theater.
try. Because then it won't be annoying to everybody if I do it like this.
You can hear it.
You can hear it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But when it's completely silent. See, the thing is, there's always kind of some sort of noise, some sort of...
Like you're good right now.
We don't have any ambient noise in this room to speak of, so, like, yeah, so during a movie or a concert, you could probably get away with not being heard, but like nachos, I think about it with every bite.
You have nachos?
Sometimes. It's not a crime yet.
I meant you have them now. Mm-hmm. So good, by the way.
I do like nachos.
Trader Joe's, these cookies, they just know what they're doing.
I wish you'd get an endorsement deal, because every time you come through here, you find something else in Snackland that you love, and you really give it a good pitch.
Well, it's from my heart.
What do you like best about that cookie?
Well, they've been like family to me.
What?
You know, look, every so often I don't need a doctor or a therapist, but I just need to feel loved, a little sweet, or something a little crunchy. It makes your life feel better. And that's what these cookies have done for me. In the middle of the day, it's a little treat, helps me get away, just enjoy something. You feel like a kid, just having a good cookie. These cookies. Now there's an endorsement. Chop it out, edit it up, I'll split the profit. Don't put that to the...
It never works. He does such a good job improvising a commercial for a thing he just started eating a few minutes ago. Had you had these ones before?
You know right away. It's like when you meet a significant other. You know, you don't go,
This is going to have to be edited.
oh, because I'm eating?
No, because it just continued more after it was done.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Now we have to edit something out, or yes, you know what I mean.
Compared it to meeting your wife.
More editing.
I'm sorry.
I say we leave it in. I say when we cut this together. I'm terrible at winking to the camera. Are you good at it?
No, I mean, I've never tried it.
Try it. Try like saying something that's like a lie and then winking at the camera.
Oh, no. We don't make any edits.
That was pretty good.
It is. You have to think a lot.
No, that's why when people
one eye open,
when people
one eye
wink
shut.
at you, they're like going. It's so predetermined. Like it's you know, like they do it with a weird kind of pride.
Yeah, like it's power. It's power. It's like,
Yeah,
what are you winking at me for? I'll wink at you. I'll do the winking. I'm the big. I'm not. You're not. What you're winking at me? What? I'm. Are you hitting on me? Are you telling me you're better than me? What are you winking for? But nobody
Who's
winks
doing the
anymore.
winking around
Nobody-
here?
By the way,
But
nobody.
people still do, and when they do, it creeps me
They
the
do, it's
fuck
weird.
out.
Who winks at you?
It happens, man.
Weird people.
I didn't like it. You're right. I hated it.
It's terrible. It's
I
always
know I
terrible.
don't wink because it's too
No,
hard.
there's people that do it. Some people pull it off. Some people are pretty charming about it, or it feels like, you know, European or something. But a lot of
guess.
times it's just like, why are you winking at me? Because it always does kind of mean something like more sexual or deviant or...
Here's the proof that you can. Some people can get away with it. Someone told me a story when they were little. I wish I knew who it was. They saw, you're gonna remember a comedian that influenced Robin Williams, Jonathan Winters. And Jonathan Winters, he saw it. He knew who he was because something he was. And he goes, I remember being whatever age. And Jonathan Winters turned the corner. I'm like, oh my God, that's that guy from television. And he saw my face light up and he went, that's right, kid, the real McCoy. Or something like that, the real McCoy. I thought, like, you either do that and you sell it or you do it. And you're like, imagine if I did that to someone. Like, they come up to me, hey, I'm like, that's right, the real McCoy. Like, all right, relax. I didn't say relax. But with him, it was
very exciting to see him
You're
in person.
excited to see him. He can get away with it.
Right. No, I don't mean relax to him. I mean relax if I did it. He comes with a grandiose presence and somebody. Yeah, that's not an insult to Jonathan Winters. I fucking love Jonathan Winters.
Yeah. Well, I just put my glasses on just so I could take a little nap during that story.
Oh, you know what? You said you were going to get me. All right, I may as well tell people what happened yesterday. Doug, I had something happen. I accidentally bumped into Doug. And he said, you know what I'm going to do in that podcast? When you tell one of your dumb fucking stories, I'm going to wait till you're done, and then I'm going to say, oh, I was taking a nap during that story, and you fucking got me. Okay, good. We're even.
I love that's how I talk to you offset. You tell your dumb fucking story.
Because we know you're going to tell one.
You know.
When you open your dumb fucking mouth with your dumb fucking stories, I'm gonna get you so good.
If you haven't watched,
I just need an excuse for putting my sunglasses back on. I apologize.
I think you should leave. Have you seen it?
It's my show, Todd.
No, Doug, it's a new show. I think you should leave. You should watch it. I'm telling you. I'm almost thinking people.
Oh, on Netflix.
Yes.
I can't remember.
Am I saying it right? What if I
I think you should
that's
leave
right.
with, but I can't remember his name.
Yeah. The dude from the Detroiters.
It's fucking.
It's like shorter episodes.
It was
It's great.
super funny.
It's so funny, so clean.
I've seen some of it. Yes, it's good.
I lay him on the sofa giggling, kicking my feet up and down in the air. It's like just brings me. It just when one person is the lead, I think it lets it give that same thing that stand-up has. But you give it to a sketch show because one person gets to create these things that if 3 people had to be on board, he'd never get to do it because it was too hard to explain. So you get shit like that because that show fucking does it for me. I almost have a hard time when people don't like it. Other stuff I get. I'm like, oh, I get. With that, I know it's wrong, but I think, oh, what the fuck? No.
Tim Robinson.
Hell yeah.
You can't not like it. If you don't like that show, I really worry about you. Well, there's no reason not to like it. I get almost angry.
Check it out, and then let Todd know if he hated it.
No.
And then,
If he needs to worry about
then
you.
he will stick some form of government agency on you.
Would you like to do a
I
dab?
know I'm
This
right, too.
person needs to be on a watch list.
I'm right.
All right.
The baby beauty pageant.
I have seen parts of it, and it makes me laugh so much that I don't want to watch it on a plane.
This button, it'll go red.
Oh, right. Oh,
And
yeah.
that's heating
I
up
have a
when it
different
goes
Like I
green.
one.
haven't
It's good
seen
to hit.
Between Two Ferns yet
And
because
then
I've
when it
been
goes
on
back to
planes
purple,
or
it's
on
back to normal.
doing stuff like this since
Don't
it
pull
came
too
out.
hard, but yeah. Just a
You know
regular
I'm close
bone.
personal friends with Zach Galifianakis, right?
I do.
No, we hung out. We go to the pool. I know it's his birthday. I didn't want to
It's
say
Zach's
anything.
birthday.
I
Why
didn't
wasn't
wanna
that
say
in the
anything. I
news
didn't.
today?
I didn't want to.
Or spoiler for the next segment, we're gonna do a whole tribute,
Ooh, I'm gonna do it
do a whole thing for
a
Zach.
little bit.
Thanks for
Do
finishing
a
that
dab?
for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, no worries.
Oh, so
try.
anyway, this is Taylor Rizzo, the Tab King.
Hello, I'm here. I was gonna be at the end of that story. I was gonna come in at the end.
It took a while to get to the intro. We had some
Let's do it.
lots of stuff to talk about. But he's got the dabs.
Here they are.
I have
He's
to
got
do a
the
little
dab
bit. Little.
rig, as they say. One of the safest, smoothest dab rigs in the biz.
Yeah, it's
Hey,
pretty
do you want to do an ad for this, Todd?
Sure. This?
Because they gave us a free one, so
No, not an ad.
we've
I'll just
given
say
them a
what.
lot
I'll
of
just talk from my
promotion.
heart.
But yeah, talk from your heart about. But really sell it because tell them about how it feels and looks and the whole deal. Like
First of all, let's not be silly. This is an amazing. If this didn't be able to have a situation where you could do dabs out of it, it's a piece of art. Let's just go ahead and say that. And this is how they would do it on the Home Shopping Network.
Yeah,
And
that's
this is
everybody
a
gets it.
beautiful, beautiful, smooth. This is not just sprayed on black paint in a row. This sat on somebody's lap. And this was painted, and this was lacquered. This was love would put into this. You are holding a piece of art, and that's why I'm holding it so delicately. These are beautiful glass. I don't know if you can hear it, but there's a ting there that you only get when you have just a well-tempered glass, very safe, very durable, very easy to clean. And the light just takes it over the top. The light just takes it over the top. Sometimes I leave mine out, just out in the kitchen as an art piece and to just give a nice blue little glow over in the corner. So this is just a great thing. You're gonna smoke it, you're gonna feel great, but you know what, I don't need to tell you that. I just need to tell you why it's so nice, because there's others out there, and to be honest, I'm not gonna lie, they're horrible. And they don't want me to say that. They go, no, we'll be the bigger person. This is what you wanna get, and we'll be back.
How much those go for?
These go for, now you know more of the technical stuff. How much are these going for right now? I act like I didn't fuck up, but you just go. Now you know more of the money here, so what are these going
Let's
for?
bring Taylor into this. He's got a perspective that's pretty interesting.
Now,
He's been working with these a lot. How many years have you been working with this?
But hold on,
more than 1 year.
But then what I would say is also, you go high, that's what you would do. You go, now I don't really know, I imagine something like this is probably around $15,000, $20,000. What does something like this cost?
Well, something like this should be about $15,000, but actually it's going to start at $399.
Wow.
Are you kidding me?
That's crazy. That's
when you like
you
smash
no.
cut his.
I don't like to be lied to. I don't like to be lied to. Don't tell people they can go get it for that price, and then I know what Doug does. He comes back and he punks me. I'm gonna fucking walk out of here, and you've seen it at other shows, and this isn't acting.
Todd, come back. We don't have enough cameramen to have multiple shots.
Well, it's funny if they don't get the camera on me and people just hear my voice. That's what I've learned.
That's why you do a podcast.
Thank you. Anyway, I love it. And I love it at Levitt's also. Because they're a sponsor.
Furniture.
What do I do?
Hey, I wonder if there's
Just
a
hit this
furniture
button.
company out there to give us a less wobbly table. For,
A higher table would be the
Just
best.
shouting out or whatever.
no, it's high enough for me. I love it.
I
But,
wonder, could someone give
it's
me
already
a
on a
sign?
block. Can you imagine this table
On an Apple box.
It's on an Apple box.
There you go.
Could
All right.
someone
It'd be
give
so
me a
bad.
sandwich?
When it goes green, it's good to go.
Oh, really?
No,
I'm
but
just
you
going
can
to
have
take a
more
look.
of
Yeah,
those
take
little
whatever you
cookies
want. I'll finish
love
it.
so
You have to
much.
lift anything up?
Nope, just do your thing.
You don't have to lift anything up.
Go for it.
I'm not going to do too much.
Okay.
That was very little. I know.
I wouldn't pressure you into any of it.
Because it's going to do more than you think it'll do. Knowing your boundaries, very important.
Yeah, it's good
True.
to know your boundaries. Of course, there's got to be, at least in the beginning and from time to time, where your boundaries get stretched. That's sort of where dabs came in for me, as I did them pretty infrequently to begin with, and now, now I'm up to about once every 2 weeks.
Yeah, whenever.
But a lot of it when we do it.
I've only done it once, but this whole thing is very imposing.
More
It's
so
like
than
a
a
Fucking
torch.
genie lamp that Prince is going to come out of. It's beautiful.
Hey.
It's very futuristic.
Are you trying to get in on Todd's whole pitch thing?
No, I'm just.
I appreciate it. Well, they have like 3.
They need like shots to people who have actually, used it.
Right, exactly.
I would
keep
totally
forgetting
recommend this,
to,
and I just look high as shit.
I'm not a paid sponsor.
This is
underneath
great.
You.
I had so
Oh,
many
I know your
things.
code.
I had so many things I wanted.
Oh God.
I know there's so many things that I wanted to accomplish in the show today, and it's so funny how even with the extra time, it just seems to fly by.
How long have we gone?
What's that?
No,
How
thank
long have
you.
we gone?
We're almost halfway done.
Really?
Yeah,
Is that true?
That's
It is true.
Goddamn.
yeah.
I thought you said we were
A
done.
regular show's about 45 minutes. 15-minute segments. Give or take, because of commercials and whatnot.
I know the business.
Waiting for people to get back from the table. Lunch table.
Yeah.
Not lunch. That is not lunch.
That's a craft
That's
service.
not a healthy lunch, Todd.
No, I know, but you do it. But
Don't use it as a meal substitute.
I can't wait to try those cookies. You
Oh,
really
man,
worked it.
they
You worked
are-
it.
they are
I'm
good.
excited to try them.
Could you in the next break, and then we'll talk about it?
Oh yeah, not right now.
Yeah, we also have to talk to you about some other stuff, but I just want to, throw it to Taylor for a second. Do you have anything you wanted to add?
Yeah, plugs.
You could
just
do those
talk
at
about
the
the
very
dish?
end, yeah. But you could do
Oh,
a
about
plug
the-
now if you want.
About
If
the
it's-
piece?
If you got a really important plug, you could say it a couple times. Or yeah,
Sorry,
that's
I just did 2 dabs in a row really quick, so I got a little bit lost in that.
Share everything in your
this
mind.
is my
Just-
first one, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait, yeah, maybe. I don't remember.
If you had a, can I start a cooking segment right now? Because I have an idea.
Start it right now.
Yeah, I have an idea for cooking. Like, it's an easy way if you're high. Well, if you're not high. Well, when you're high, it's easy, and it's better than you think. So just Thai food. You know how that can have peanut butter in it, some peanut sauces and stuff like that. So go get any Thai dish, like drunken pasta or something, and then add like a big handful of peanut butter pretzels. It's so fucking good. You think, oh, really? It's good. And I put it back in the pan.
Can we bring out the tote board of the number of times Todd has told us about this?
No, I have not. No, I have not. I know that's a lie. Because because I'm not sick in
told
my
me
head.
about
and I know
this.
no,
I have been told this by you.
I think it's just new
before.
renditions
or
of
do
the
you
peanut butter
always
pretzels.
have things you want to put in things?
but they're different things. Of course, I have things I want to put in things.
Well,
but
you always make it sound like you've got the one that's the
there's more than one. Don't you have more than one joke?
unbeatable. That's
Well.
yeah. Yeah, I can't remember things that I like to eat. So yeah, I got 2 jokes.
But I hope people do it, and then they send you in heavy amount of emails. People picketing up and down. Todd was right.
Emails? Don't send me emails.
Now, pick it out front. If there was one picketer that said,
Poor Doug Benson at gmail.com. Because isn't it alarming how many celebrities are just at gmail.com with their actual names?
Yeah, you could just probably go down the line and guess.
Hey, don't give people ideas.
Don't do that.
Yeah, I don't know if I like that, but they don't seem to mind.
hey, at Lee Majors.
Yeah,
What if that's who
yeah.
that's who you're trying
It'd
to
be
get?
Lee Majors
At
at.
Gmail. He
Yeah,
just
that's
gave
his
his Twitter
Twitter
handle.
Yeah, you're like that. Why? Okay, even if you do get through, what do you have questions for Lee Majors about?
His Twitter name is definitely 6 Mil Man. Or wait, what was Stuntman? Could just be Stuntman. All right. Well, thank
alcohol.
you, Taylor, for this first round of
Yeah.
dabs in our super high Zazid episode of Getting Dug with High. We'll see you in a little bit, and we'll see how all of us are holding up after going back to the mellower marijuana for a little bit. How's that order we put in coming?
I think it'll be here in 10 minutes.
10 minutes. We're going to get it by the end of the show.
What is it?
No, just more weed.
Oh.
But just, I'm sorry, cannabis. I hope people aren't upset about me using all the words for it. That's just, the comedian and writer in me just would tire of having to say cannabis every time.
It's a lot of syllables.
What's
It's a
your
fun
name?
word, though. It is fun. What?
I said, "What's your name, kid?" I got my pen out. But be
The real
funny.
McCoy.
What's your
Are you so high now that you can't wink at all?
me? It's hard to win.
No, I'm just thinking
It's
too much.
annoying to me. It's like I want. You have to do it. I have to go like this.
My head keeps
That's not the
moving.
wing.
Well, some people, that's
You
what
do
some
have
people
to
do
do
is
that.
they'll be like,
You have to
like
throw
a
the
big
wink at him.
wink.
Shake my
big
wink down.
fat wink, like a stage wink.
Did anybody ever?
But then a lot of people, like a Chevy Chase, I think was always, didn't he wink at people in Caddyshack?
He just like twitches his eye almost.
Yeah, it's that kind of personality that's always hard to understand what they're, like Robert California on The Office,
Yeah.
as played by as James Spader. He would wink at you. He's a
Excuse
winker.
me.
Yeah, but he was a creep.
That'd be a great episode of Seinfeld, the winker. Somebody like in the
Just
office
can't
that
stop
just winks at everybody. Ugh.
What does it mean?
It's unnerving.
Oh my God.
All right, we're at the halfway point. We will continue this episode after these messages.
Ooh.
All right, like I said earlier, I've got a lot, I wanted to accomplish today on this super sized episode of Getting Dug with High with Matt Fernandez and Todd Glass. Yes, now that you're into the second one, I'd say this is now you're a repeat guest, so you're You're both old bees. Did we get a number of how many times Todd's been on the show?
This is his 22nd appearance.
Holy
22nd
shit.
appearance right now, yeah. And just in time for tomorrow is the 6th anniversary of the beginning of this show. October 2nd, 2013, with Jenny Slate.
It was actually 10 years ago.
No, Todd, you
No,
every
someone
time
told me it was 10
every
years.
time this comes up, I
I'm
want
right,
to
it
call.
was 10 years. Do the math.
I like how you're waving a Sharpie around.
I want to call
A bit
people.
more of an authoritative.
I got Brian
Listen,
Posehn
It is
dialed up.
very presidential.
Unwarned.
How do I make everybody hear
Against
this?
it, waving your pen at people.
Okay.
Hey, oh wow, I have an iPhone. I'm rich.
I think you do that every time I take out an iPhone.
So great.
I hate the new. Oh, here it is. Okay.
Don't say hate.
I do hate it. I hate when I update my phone and it just makes things more confusing.
Hey, it's Brent. I'm not here. I'm currently setting up my voicemail on my new cell phone.
At the tone, please record your message. When you finish recording, you may
Was it
press
funny?
or
Yeah, I
press
think
What did he say?
I'm currently setting up the voicemail on my cell phone.
Hey, Brian. I saw your Randy Quaid video. That's very funny. You know, one of you is going to have to make a choice, I think. But unless you like it, I don't know. I'm on the show. We were wondering if you would. Should I tell? There's a movie that I think you might like, other than the fact that something bad happens to a dog. Do you want me to tell you what movie it is? That's what I was calling you about. So
I'm gonna change my outgoing message.
Todd Glass is here.
I'm gonna change my outgoing message to what yours is, and then I'm gonna tell people that you took it from me. And you're gonna see it. I'm gonna win this feud, even with me saying this.
I didn't mean. Sorry, Brian. I didn't mean to. I mean, I know my question was a bummer, also, but talk to you later. All right, so he gets a voicemail. Don't you hate getting voicemails these days? It's rarely good.
Not always. I don't mind sometimes. Depends on who it is.
Well, you keep your messages really short. Like, you get right to the point when you leave a message on the voicemail.
Oh, well, that's if I'm sending something that I should probably be texting, but it's just easier. So at least I try to be precise when I call, so it's not a long message.
Yeah.
But no, if it's someone I'm trying to be funny, then I would leave a long message. But no, I get messages that make, like, Rory Scovel leaves me messages that are, like, they're fucking great. You know.
I'm glad I know the difference now, though. The short ones aren't funny. The long ones are funny.
Yeah, but I don't leave long ones.
The short ones make me laugh sometimes,
They
dude.
do? Wow.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be positive with all that's going on.
All right, I'm pulling it up. Because, you know, I don't erase conversations.
Really? No shit.
I mean, you
That's
gotta
such a funny
erase
thing to
some,
hold on
right?
to.
It would
What?
say, "Sorry, I'm full" or something at some point, wouldn't it? I can't find you in here. We
Sure.
must not have messaged recently.
Fishy, if you ask me.
I thought I asked you about
Sounds like
this,
bullshit.
maybe.
That sounds like bullshit. I'm
Yeah.
not trying to be.
But you're ever scrolling through it and having a conversation at the same time and remembering, oh, I got to write back to that
Doing
guy.
both poorly.
And then you miss it. You know, like Todd Glass just goes right by and you just like, no Todd Glass.
I got lost.
I'm going to use the search engine, Todd.
Wow.
In the meantime, this is a good time to do this. Tell us your plugs. I think I've got some stuff written down, but what do you know? You've got something written down too?
I do. I always bring a visual because people might forget. But Santa Cruz Comedy Festival, October 5th. The
Okay.
Bloomington Comedy Addict, October 10th through the 12th. Raleigh, Good Nights, November 1, 2, and 3. Indianapolis, Helium, November 15th through 17th. And then check out my Netflix special, Act Happy. And there we go. Get a nice, tight shot. That's all I ask. And I don't ask a lot. And then I throw this thing out. I go back to having fun. And I'm sorry that I had to ask you to get a close-up of it. And I'm better than that. Woo!
It's even on colored paper. That was nice.
Why did Todd, why did you send me this guy?
Oh, because we're in that video.
We're in it?
You should put that on YouTube. Me and Doug had this one-man show. It was a one-man show starring Todd Glass and Doug Benson.
Oh, yeah.
Long story short, Mike Carano went around and had all these different people from it's an array of comedians that some of you will know, some you won't, doing an opening for us, and we edited it together, and we were going to play it like before we came out on stage. Every night at the Improv in San Diego, the lights would go down, and this video would play, and then after the video, I would come out or he would come out, and this is the video. So
I
you
don't
should
know
put
if
that
I
on
could
YouTube.
stand to watch it.
Oh, no.
Everybody,
You're not
either
in
one
it.
of us knew, but they're all just, they really threw them into themselves into the premise of our show is so amazing.
Right.
So it's all these people just talking about how great it is, and then we come out and just, do our acts for a little while and fuck around.
But here's the other thing that
sing a song at the end.
you sort of learn, shorter is better in a lot of situations. Like what an audience, they're watching a video at a club, how long do they want to watch a video? Because when I saw how long it was, I was like, did we really play that? It was like 5 minutes. I'm like, that's too long. That's too long. People probably sat there like this. Okay. And then we come out, hey, what's up?
Well, that guy, Mike Carano, he was cutting edge with stuff. And so he and I did a lot with the video, like we did, where like we would, one night after, at the show, I'd wear the same clothes 2 nights in a row, but one night we'd film me running outside and just make it look like, it's live when the screen comes down. And I just run around Pacific Beach just doing silly shit and saying stupid shit to people. And the audience inside thinks it's happening right then. I'm just standing in the back of the room listening to everybody laugh at the stuff we got, because we usually, just do 1 or 2 takes. Usually something pretty funny happens.
How long ago was this?
Oh, God, I don't know.
Long.
Longer than 6 years. Longer than 2013. And
by the way, when they started it in the showroom, when he would go outside, they did the camera perfect, that it looked like it found him out there. So it really looked live. He'd be like, hey, and he would appear.
Yeah, I'd run out, have the same clothes on. The timing would be really good. And then I'd come back in quietly, because I really enjoyed watching the audience watch something they thought was live, and I'm just standing there watching it with them. And that was Mike Carano. That was he made that happen. I don't know whose idea it was between the two of us. Or
Me?
That was your idea?
No.
Okay, did I tell you about that scene, the Flintstones? No black, no brown. Does anybody want to smoke anything? Are you guys smoking? Should we hit something so we don't seem like the dabs just, finished us?
I'll be in Winter Haven next weekend doing stand-up, and you can watch my 1 hour special on Amazon Prime.
Yes. Get that in there. Todd already held up his sheet.
That was nice. That was a good idea.
I think it helps.
Visual aid, for sure.
I think I got stuff written down too. I'll say at the very end after we dab again. But for right now, marijuana know something? All right, Matt, this is going to be a tough question. I don't know the answer. I don't even know the question. I'm just going to read it. We're all going to try to figure out the answer. You ever been on a show, Todd, where we've gotten the answer right to one of these?
I'm sure, probably, right?
I don't know.
Oh, I must.
Well, it's been on 22 times.
Have I gotten it right
There's
ever?
been 1,700 shows. So that means you've been on it 0.0000. According to the Guinness Book of World Records, what is the most amount of balls juggled?
Real mature, Doug.
Is this really the question?
I was really like,
Yeah, so it means how many balls.
And we don't include that
have
the
been-
joke that those comedians made in the 80s of going, how many? Watch, 7 balls. But there was
Right,
only,
right. You can't include
You-
testicles, Todd.
Okay, so it's how many balls?
How many legit juggling balls
I'm going to say
are
20.
in the air
20.
at maximum?
20. I just know people are crazy.
I know. That's why this question scares me
crazy.
because I worry it's going to be like even higher than
It's
that.
going to be, yeah.
Not crazy, particular about what their goals are.
Or maybe legitimately juggling them all at the same time. Maybe it's just 7. You know, maybe maybe it's not that many.
And you know what? I'm sorry for making fun of it because if I went to see some like, what's that live circus with all people?
Cirque du Soleil.
Cirque du Soleil. Instead of no animals, and then they had that somebody juggling, I'd be impressed. So I take back everything I said. I don't know why I had to.
You really saved yourself with the juggler community there.
Well, you know what? I don't want to be judgmental on a cool art.
I think those precision shows, which there are quite a few of, that are very spectacular.
Really?
No.
And dangerous.
God damn it.
They're dangerous, so I bet you that's one area where people don't really want their coworkers to be high.
Juggling?
Yeah, sorry to bring down. Sorry to bring
A
down.
lot of pressure on those jugglers.
No, Cirque du Soleil with all the,
the actual, okay.
trapezes and diving and catching.
Gotcha.
Throwing. It's a lot of throwing.
58.
Okay, that's a lot of balls.
What if you were one of those people that you go across a trampoline, you know, you're like holding your hand, woo, and then somebody else grabs you, you know, that type of acrobat, and then the other person you saw smoking weed, like right before, they're like, I love getting fucked up, and they're the one going to grab you. You're like, yeah, I don't know if that's cool with me. You have to, I don't really want you here.
It's weird to judge because I feel like I'm pretty focused and can get things done, and hopefully in an emergency would do the right thing. Like, you know, like in the case of the movie Knocked Up, he grabbed his bong. That was the right thing to do. His
Right.
girlfriend's got legs.
Exactly.
And that's another thing. We'll just edit right out.
No.
I'm kidding. I'm going to say 24 balls.
Oh, you don't know?
We don't know, right?
I don't know.
Okay.
I said 20.
You said 20. I
can't
said
change,
24. He
right?
says
No.
58. Do you
What?
want to change it?
No.
I asked Todd.
Oh, okay. I can't see your fucking eyes.
I'm good. I think 20 is a good guess.
That made it even worse.
Oh, I know. Can you imagine?
Glasses up,
Lift the
wink.
glasses up and then wink. Damn that person. Pick a lifestyle.
Ooh.
What do you think?
I'm going to stay with 20.
Okay.
It's just, my legs hurt.
What's the matter? Is crescendo wearing off?
No, I feel just great.
Do we have the new stuff? Yes, we have the new stuff. All right, we'll smoke that in the next
Is the fuzz
segment.
here? I heard the fuzz is here. Be careful, everybody. The fuzz is here.
Oh, damn it. I went to take a drink because I thought there might be more and I'd be able to take a drink. Hang on a second.
You wanted more of that?
Yeah, right.
No, I just really needed a drink. The number is 11.
Ugh. Really?
Yeah, 11.
Oh.
See, that's what I thought. It'd be like real official-like.
I think you could throw them high and like get more than 11.
Yeah.
11, I'm
think
like,
so.
ugh. You know what? Call me when you can do 20. I mean, if you want me to go out of my way to come see you, you know. I'm at the mall. I'm doing this thing, part of a thing. I do 20 things in this show. Oh, okay, cool.
Some jugglers watching this just weeping right now. You don't know how fucking hard it is. I do my best. I just got to 4.
You know what? You're right. Nothing but love. And you know what? I can't juggle seriously, 2. So maybe I should just shh.
Wait, you can juggle too?
No, I said I can't even juggle 2. I can juggle 1. I can barely, and I'm being honest, juggle 1. I'm not good at catching things.
I think
So-
oddly juggling 2 is harder than 3.
That's what they say.
They say that?
No, I winked.
All right. So, since this is your first time, Matt, I forgot to ask you earlier about
Fucking 11. Sorry.
your high history.
I'm gonna have my whole own high history.
Who the fuck?
It
I thought there was a
never
guy
ceases
standing
to
outside
amuse-
that door just screaming.
It's so funny to me how this show is just getting people really high and then having all these dumb sound effects. And every commercial break, the guests are told to move somewhere else, and they're told to move this way, move that way, and everybody's saying the wrong, not doing the right direction
Yep.
or the left one. It's pretty fun.
Wow. Oh look.
What happened?
No, they put up those black barricades.
Oh, those like curtains over
Yeah.
there?
Looks
Yeah, there's a whole other show going on over there.
wow.
Yeah.
Let's go over and look at it on camera. For the first time ever, an exclusive look behind the scenes at another show on the same lot.
There's only one reason I don't want to go over there.
Because there's coke everywhere. And I said it, I'm not afraid. There's obviously they all do coke because it's dripping all over the place.
Well, you're just joking around. I'm serious. There's only one
what?
reason I'm not going to go over there.
Why?
It's because there's no show over there.
Oh.
I just made that up.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Well, I'm gonna do a show over there, same time as your show, buddy.
It costs the cameraman costs more if we start shooting all around the room. We got to just leave it on the tripod.
Leave it on the tripod.
Yeah,
That's
we have to,
the name of my
we
show.
have to pay extra workman's comp because carrying the camera is way more dangerous than letting it sit on a tripod.
I'm not sure if the science backs that up.
I just theorize how things work. I get really high and then just think, this is how it probably works, right?
That's great. Oh,
But
God.
yeah, we're on the fence at this point about whether or not we're going to do the Dab show today, but I vote maybe.
I can't.
Yeah, you guys don't have to
Oh,
worry
thank
yourselves
God.
about that. We'll discuss it.
I lose my mind.
We'll discuss it with Alicia and with Taylor after the break. Let's take a short break. We'll be right back. Hey, we're back here in the basement having a lovely long sesh with Matt Fernandez and Todd
He had to go.
Bathroom break
was-
glass.
What did you just call it? A bathroom blast?
Bathroom break. I don't know the volume or the density.
Hey, look at that.
buddy.
That was quick.
So grab some more snacks. Hey, can you bring me the box of cookies?
Really?
Yeah.
What are they called?
We've been raving about them. I might as well try one on
Oh, are
camera.
those JoJo ones? Is that the packaging sitting behind it?
There you go, sir. Fresh out of the oven.
Oh my God! You've just
It's,
been talking about them so much
It's legit vanilla. You can see the vanilla bean.
that I gotta have one.
Whoa.
And look at the vanilla bean. Give it
There's-
the hairy eyeball.
White Oreos.
And
A vinyl Oreo.
that's Alicia, who's back with Hot Topics.
Yeah. Hot topic. Does that mean you want me to start on this?
Oh, I guess so.
Get into
I
it.
guess so.
Hey,
I mean, that's
Colorado.
A loose one.
Colorado went back through and they wanted to revise some of their medical marijuana laws. And so those changes include now allowing doctors, dentists, and some nurses to prescribe medical marijuana. Medical marijuana can now also be given to anyone on the autism spectrum. And I feel like so if somebody has something that typically opioids would be prescribed for, they can now get a medical marijuana card instead. And that'll only last 6 months as opposed to your standard 1-year medical marijuana card. But, they're trying. A lot of people wanted that to be 3 months.
I never got a card ever, and I still don't have. I've never been to a pot store, and I get pot. I smoke every night, pretty much.
I had one in Michigan. It never mattered in California.
So doctors couldn't do this already. They couldn't recommend.
What am I doing?
Doctors
that's
could.
weird.
It was just,
Okay.
Yeah. But now it's just doctors, dentists, and some nurses.
Gotcha.
That was the difference. Cool. Good job, Colorado.
Yeah, that's it's still moving forward, Todd.
What?
Progress with marijuana, cannabis. Sorry.
Yeah, no.
Indiana really has been terrible about doing any marijuana laws. But now Marion County, which is their largest county, has decided that they are not going to prosecute anyone with possession of under an ounce.
Nice.
Pretty big step for
Nice.
that state.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
That's really good.
In Devon, Pennsylvania, you could blow smoke in a cop's face and he won't do anything. And that's the truth.
I feel like
I'm kidding. Why would you blow smoke even if it was a cigarette? Hey, officer, what are you going to do
In Mobile,
because
it's
of the new law?
legal to grab a cop's gun right out of his belt.
You can grab a gun, twirl it around. He has to sit down and wait till you're done. And that's the truth. And my friend is his friend's a lawyer. Excuse me so much. Pardon me.
These cookies are really good, Todd.
I gotta stop eating.
we got the
them.
mango too.
You really sold me
This
on the
is healthy.
cookies.
Dried mango's a great
These
snack.
are so good too.
I really like. I don't think they have them today, but we usually have those plantain chips. They're like potato chips, but better.
those
it's
are the
incredible.
best.
I
Those
love
are
them.
good. Quality snacks.
What does that say? Just mango. What's that third word? Oh, slices. Okay. Anyway, hey, Uruguay, they legalized in 2013. They were actually the first place to do that. And now they are going to send out their first export of marijuana to Australia, which now allows medical marijuana. And, I think it's cool. Up that economy. That's all I got for that.
Matt,
So it's
for
legal,
or against?
legal in Australia?
Medical is legal in Australia now.
Okay.
So
It's so
this
hard
is
to
going
keep up
with
with
just the
okay, I
intention of
gotcha.
Medical's legal here too, right?
not everywhere.
Not everywhere in California.
No.
In California, all of California. Yes.
It is.
I don't know what you meant by here.
Yeah.
In the
I know.
broader scheme of here.
In the bigger scheme, it wouldn't just be us.
Yeah, not Earth.
But
Planet Earth.
What's going on with that thing?
I'm trying not to touch it.
Oh,
Oh, jeez.
that's the food. That's it. That's
like-
what you
one of those
eat.
pig ears
It looks
you
like
give
beef
to your
jerky.
dog.
They're so good. And look at that. You see little hamsters. If you get a close up.
Okay.
They power the mango.
See that? 3 little hamsters? They're on top of each other. No, you can't. You can't see it. All right, that's okay. I'm gonna eat it.
Who's into that Netflix show Mindhunters? Is that you, Taylor? No.
Like that's the eye.
Anyone?
Here.
And then 2 eyes. And then down here, you just take for granted there's another one. There's not a lot of marking.
It's really
so-
laying it out. It's like blueprints.
I think you saw it a little bit, didn't you? I mean,
You're like
okay.
explaining art to me.
Yeah.
I watched the first season of Mindhunter. I
Pretty
haven't watched
good.
the second one yet. That's good.
Second season's already available. Mm-hmm. Oh.
I'm in no rush to watch it, so if that tells you anything about the show.
Okay. I gotta get rid of these.
Throw them.
Thanks. Just hurl them across the studio.
Save me from myself.
I said, bring me some cookies. But I can't throw them at Todd because then they'll be right there. I'd eat them right off the floor. They're so good.
Thank you. I have some validation.
Could you say that line? Can we get that line real quick? I eat them off the floor. They're so good.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
These snacks, which one particularly? Well, I want to. Is
Do
it
the mangoes.
okay? I think I need something. What do I do? Go. Oh, okay. What are these called? Okay. When it comes to whole food snacks, they're so good. I'd eat them off the floor, and I am. Just as good.
Okay, but now drop on the floor. No.
I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gross.
I mean,
No,
there's
but
worse
no
floors
more.
to eat off of. I'm not saying you should eat off of this one.
Oh, good, because that would be weird.
You can't even eat off the floor anymore like you used to be able to. Some people miss anything. You used to be able to eat off the floor. Now you eat off the floor. People, oh, I have manners. Don't understand. I used to do this. I used to eat off the floor. Used to be able to button line. Used to be able to button line. Now you button line. Yeah, remember you used to be able to button line? Now you button line. You try to button line. Everybody, hey, oh, hey, hey. You used to be able to button line. You can't button line. You used to button line. I used to button line. There's people like that. Anything. You used to be able to, bang your friend in the head with a knife.
Bang him in
You're not
Always
using your
the
knife
third
right.
one. Just think of a third one.
You just hit him in the head with the blade of a knife.
What?
You just hit him in the head with the blade of a
With the
knife.
blade
Bang
of a
him.
knife.
That's when you hit him with the flat side.
Yes, that's
No.
what I'm right.
It's not a
Exactly.
stab, it's just a
No,
bang.
it's not a stab. He
I
just-
get it.
You get, yeah. He's like, ugh.
But you still have the option to stab, which is
Right,
nice.
with his
It's the
knife.
pistol whip of the knife.
Right.
The knife bang.
Right. Exactly.
I get it. I'm
Oh
on
my
board.
God, I feel vindicated. Thanks to you. I'm gonna write a book about this whole experience. I thought the world thought I was crazy, but then, wow, look at that. Doesn't it look like
What is it now?
Oh, it's an owl.
owl, yeah.
They got its head bitten off by an eagle. Here's a happy owl. Happy. Oh yeah, I'm just in the tree sideways, and then the eagle comes along. And he's like, oh God, that hurts.
That's how the Tootsie Pop commercial should have ended. 'Cause
Right.
that owl really just lied, stole his candy. Should have just been an owl that scooped it. Oh
Right.
wait, he was an owl. I don't know why I was thinking he was a bird.
That looked like Mr. Rogers' evil brother.
What?
Huh?
What? Huh?
That did?
That
the
did,
mango?
yeah. It was devilish.
This is so good. I'm not just saying it. Like, these snacks are so good. Why am I talking about it? Because I like to talk about the snacks I like. And if you have a problem with it, take it up with my lawyer.
That should be the show you do on
What
that side of
happened
the
with
room. You
saying
eat our
take it up with
snacks.
my lawyer? Why is nobody saying take it up with my
I'm going
lawyer?
to start saying it. Well, if you have a problem with me, then take it up with my lawyer. Oh, wait, you got to go with his lawyer to take it? Ah, forget it. That's the way he gets away with. That's the way the guy gets away with shit.
The next
Call
time
my
somebody
lawyer.
says I can't smoke weed somewhere, I'm going to say that. Talk to my lawyer.
No, go ahead, smoke. I don't want to call a lawyer or get involved. There are probably depositions. Smoke.
Guy just yells back, "What's your lawyer's name?" And you're shouting about a fake lawyer.
Glenn Gamble. But not the dead one.
One and or two.
I'd so they would not, they believe me. I go, dead, Glenn Campbell, but not the dead one.
Blueberry cheesecake is responsible
Oh,
for the. If you've smoked any of that in this second half of the show,
Nice.
still haven't heard back from Brian Posehn, so let's throw it back to you, Alicia. What else you got in the news world?
So Washington, D.C. back in 2014 allowed their medical marijuana laws to cover minors as well. And now they have put in emergency legislation, meaning it'll last 90 days, and then they'll have to have a formal vote to see if it'll go beyond that. But it's to see, or right now, students can now smoke medical marijuana on school campus.
Nice.
Where?
Like children?
Washington, D.C. Children, yeah. So, I mean, these are obviously very extreme cases, typically children dealing with epilepsy, but, I mean, how amazing that they can,
Yeah.
get them through the school day.
I like it.
Yeah,
I like it very much.
good stuff. So I do
You
hope
know,
that does become a...
The older
Not
kids are
going
going to be
law.
jealous, but
I think it would be fun to go through college a little high, not running behind buildings to do it or in fear. You know what I mean? It's not a healthy way to introduce. Look, some people, I actually have more understanding of people that don't think there should be liquor or pot, but you can't have liquor. Then it's just too easy of a discussion. But what are we talking about? Because I was ready to make my point.
So close.
Kids smoking weed.
Kids smoking weed, college. I
College.
don't know what
Oh,
age
hiding
you're-
behind
it's not a
buildings.
healthy way. So, but if you understand that drinking, most people would say, what about drinking with your kids even as you get them? You know, you hope you introduce it to them in the most healthy way you can. It does exist on the planet. You introduce them to it, liquor in a healthy way, and hope that they will, take that. So introducing pot to people and the nervous running around, it's not healthy. It's not a healthy way to introduce you to liquor. Imagine if you started drinking and you used to get the drinks, we'd run behind. I mean, when you're 13, you do, but don't forget everything I just said. There's a problem, people. There's a real bad problem.
The words come out so fast.
So
A little bouncing ball like karaoke.
just follow along with your finger.
When you're on Todd, she just needs to prepare half a story.
It all had to do with that.
I think we're doing great.
Where were we?
That was pretty much that story.
Oh, okay, cool.
Would you like any?
No, thank you. I mean, I get it. I think
Why
it
are
probably.
you so offended by the mango?
I think it is pretty tasty, but I just don't like the
Texture?
just how it
What's
looks.
the serving
how it
size? Not that
looks
I'm
and-
judging you. I'm just curious.
No, it's probably, for 30 people. How dare you? How dare you?
It really says 30
No
people.
way.
No. Serving size four people.
Four
Four
people.
pieces?
Perfect.
Are
I'm
these
not
all not
embarrassed
the
at
same
that.
size pieces though, or any the same
No.
size?
But there are a lot of them are. I'm not embarrassed that I'm eating for 4 people because the 4 people that would eat these and split it and enjoy it are boring.
You're eating for the 4 of us.
So imagine go over to someone's house. There's 4 people hanging out. Oh, I got a snack for everybody. Here you go. There you go. And it's for 4. No, you put a lot of shit out. Not just this.
Yeah.
Just throw a bag
It's true.
down.
I had really good snacks at his house once.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be fair. No, I'm not making fun of this. This I love. I'm talking about it says 4. But they have to do it like that because the USDS DSA or something. I get it. I'm not taking a blow at Trader Joe's.
It smells like your fingers.
Todd's hands here.
and-
No, it doesn't.
Okay, so
You're really going at that bag
got
aggressively.
time for another one? Are we in the 2-minute warning zone?
I
Oh,
feel
we're
like
at
we're
the
pretty
break
close.
zone.
Look at that. Bye.
I missed the
I'm gonna
2-minute
take off.
warning that time. Todd, as always,
We're done?
stay until the next segment.
Of course.
Yeah, we'll see you for the next, both you guys. But Alicia, thank you
Yeah.
for being here.
I'm gonna give you your boy time.
And and what's your social so people can follow you and talk to you?
Social.
Social security number.
I think it's mine.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think it's Alicia L. Glass on Twitter, but I can't remember if I changed back my Instagram. It might still be Pot Topics with Alicia on Instagram.
Okay. I bet you
don't
can
know.
type that in. That'll get them there. And thank you. And we'll be right back with Taylor Rizzo. Hey, we're back with Matt Fernandez, and now sitting in the middle, Taylor Rizzo, the Dab King,
Hey, everybody.
and Todd Glass, the Snack King. Look at him with the,
Did you kill the whole bag?
what is that?
Holy shit.
What is it called? Dried mango? Something? Todd?
He's got a mouth.
That's called dry mango.
This jam bag.
No, I don't. If my mouth is filled with flavor and is the most delicious. You can't believe there's that much flavor bursting out of these things, and they're fairly healthy. That is dried mango, and let me tell you something. Wow, delicious.
Yeah, I'm sorry I didn't feel like trying it because I didn't feel like what looked like I'd be like biting into a wallet or something.
No,
It had a
no,
very
the
leathery.
opposite.
It looked like you were just holding little pieces of leather that were chiseled into animal shapes. You making them dance around didn't make them any more appetizing.
And you know what? I thought the same thing. And then when I bit into one, I'm like, wow, they like come to life. It's I don't know if you want to say it's a miracle, but
I'd love to try one.
oh, you know what? So well, they're not, they were a little chewy.
We don't have any more over there, do we?
That's like the classic.
Oh, God.
They're a little chewy. We'll leave them right there.
If there were more, I would eat. I would try it.
no,
But
they
there
were
isn't.
Trader Joe's. Trader knows.
We're really not going to get any of these people to sponsor the show.
And that's not nice because we mean it from our
gonna ask you
heart.
to stop
I mean,
eating those.
I don't get it.
Just leave us off the show, please.
Who's dabbing? Is everybody? Did I dab yet?
Not on this show.
Okay, so I got to do it. So
Yeah, you wanna go first?
Pass it over. Yeah.
I think someone at the PR department, and I really mean this, at Trader Joe's should go, do we want to be on the forefront of what we sponsor? Maybe we should. The love, they mean it. We keep saying it, but it's always a bonus when they go, oh yeah, let's send some love over. Why haven't you sent any love over? Is it because you don't want to be associated with pot? Let's face it, with these delicious snacks, you're associated with pot.
Yeah,
There you
that's
go.
telling them time.
So let's get some snacks over here.
Now they can't wait to.
Please send some snacks. Please, corporate office. They should make it to it. If you're at a lower level.
They're sitting there going, You're already purchasing our snacks.
You ate the
That's
whole
how-
bag.
That's how commerce
They're
works.
just gonna say thanks.
Well, you know.
Now you have to
what,
buy
then?
more.
You're just a customer. Why do you get special treatment?
Well, because we give it a lot of attention.
Well, yeah, but they're not asking for it. so-
Oh, I know. That's why I said it's just a bonus when they send it. Oh, I get that. It's just
Yeah,
a
yeah,
bonus.
yeah.
Sometimes you genuinely talk about something nicely and then something, but you mean it from your heart.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
that's all. You're right. Oh, of course, you're right. It's like people that go. I heard a guy at the car wash once. He goes, "I come into this car wash every month." Yeah, like everybody else. What do you want from us? What do you want? You think we're VIP?
I wake up every day.
The first act was
I don't
great.
need this, but I just woke up.
I woke up.
I woke up today
every
and
day.
this.
That's the gig. I wake up every day. You know, I'm sick of it. Not everybody has to wake up every day.
There we go.
Meet my wife.
My wife.
My wife.
Oh, it's not ready yet anyway. I'll get the hang of this one day. Here we go.
I got this little handheld guy too.
Nice.
It's a little dipper. Love this guy.
That one was smoother than the first one. That's for damn sure. Maybe.
Yeah, there's an ebb and flow.
Maybe I was a
to
little
it.
more aggressive on the first one. This one also it feels like it might be a little hotter, maybe. I hate like it.
You know what? I don't want them to send snacks.
Okay.
You're right. It's
It's just
needy. We
interesting.
can buy them. We have money. So just never mind.
Well, still keep it. You don't have to brag about how much money you have either. You just
Well,
Give them a chance
give
to
them a
say
nice,
no.
give them a nice plug. Let them know that we would be good place for people to learn about these kind of delicious snacks. Oh my God, I want one of those Swedish fish right now so bad.
there's Swedish fish over there?
Yeah, they're sure.
Scandinavian swimmers, I think
Yeah.
they're called.
Wow. Oh, those things are really good.
Yeah, Alicia's looking very Scandinavian right now. Want to do another marijuana know something? What do you think? Are we going to do the Doing Dubs show today?
Dubstep just
Yeah,
kicks
sure, why
on.
not?
Okay.
I'm not going to be able to.
No, that's cool. No. I know one time you stayed for that, but we didn't expect that to be like a routine thing, because that is a lot.
No,
What?
wait, but I knew we were doing a double show. Oh,
Yeah.
are we on the air?
We're on the air, and
Are
we
we live?
haven't decided yet if we're going to
There's
do.
no air involved.
But the last time you were here, you did the third thing, which is a short
Right,
20-minute dabs only
Oh, right,
show.
right.
Usually doesn't have a guest. It's usually just Alicia
Right. But
and
I did.
Taylor and myself. And yes, you did.
Because I come with love and respect to this community, these people that sit every week at these computers and on their on the phones, working on the show, coming up with new costume ideas. You should cut to these people at their desks. I mean,
Marijuana know something?
yes.
The camera that you're supposed to speak to is in the middle there.
Okay. Thank you.
What band was the last to release an album on 8-track?
Yeah, you don't have to press it again.
Well, you mean some bands have done it recently as a comeback thing?
Have they?
I thought.
On
Well,
an
let's say
8-track?
that. Let's say this question wouldn't make sense if they were doing that, because I'm sure some retro type, but they're meaning.
I think when did
When did
what
it
was
end?
the last one?
Okay. Oh, this is a good one.
Like the last blockbuster was in Bend, Oregon.
80.
Is that true? There's still another blockbuster?
Wait.
I'm gonna say Kiss.
Don't
One.
Really?
Oh, you have to name the group,
I got to go there. Yes.
not the year. Can I guess the year?
Uh-huh.
Oh, thank you.
You guess
So,
the year, and I'll
I don't
base
know
my
if
guess
I don't know
off
if the year will be included in the answer
Well,
on,
but we'll be able
on
to
my
know.
next blue magical
I'm gonna
card.
say.
I'm gonna say Kiss.
Fog hat.
If it's Fog.
Just because it's fun to say.
I'm gonna say 2000. 80, 80, 77.
We're really
87.
spending this much time on the year. The question is, what band? So just name some old ass band, I guess.
Wham.
See, there's a good answer.
Wham, bam,
was
thank
was
you.
that not an answer? Taylor, do you have any idea?
Yeah, Kiss.
He's going Kiss.
Going Kiss.
That's pretty cool. What do you think, Matt?
Fog hat.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right.
I'm right?
No, I'm just saying.
Oh, shit!
I'm saying I wish I thought of Foghat, so I will say Blue Oyster Cult. All right, and the answer is Fleetwood Mac
Oh shit.
in 1988.
No, I don't see that. Oh, yeah. What did I say?
2000.
1988? That doesn't make any sense.
It's
when I
true
was
though,
born.
because that 8 tracks were a long time ago.
No, I thought it was further back.
Oh.
I think. No, I didn't. I
Well,
thought
they
it
were
was
probably, Fleetwood Mac's greatest hits in 1988, so Fleetwood Mac's, most of their biggest hits were in the 70s, weren't they? Late 70s.
Cassettes came after it. It's not like it went right to CD. They
Yeah.
came cassettes.
They had cassettes in the 70s though.
8 tracks and
Cassettes.
albums were just sold at the same time, like by those same companies that would give you 10 for a penny the first time and then send you shit you don't want, and it's so hard to mail it back
Oh.
that you just ended up accruing charges.
Just a bunch of albums you don't want.
Yeah, and 8 tracks and cassettes.
I remember.
All right. We'll be wrapping it up soon. This has been a great extra long edition of I'm Really Old. And one more. Marijuana know something? A quick one?
Yeah.
We got our plugs in earlier, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And we'll be back here next week at 12:15 Pacific time in this basement with 2 guests, and I forget who they are, but I think they're going to be great.
I was
Thank you
waiting
for not
the,
winking.
I was
Yeah.
waiting for the wink, yeah.
I can't even do it. How much did the Terminator script sell for?
What?
The first one?
I guess so, the Terminator.
Terminator what?
Script.
Oh.
Script, how much did the script sell for? How much?
Well, you mean someone gets like
Did.
the original script? Oh no, the
Yeah.
script to make it.
Like, were there $1 million scripts back then? Was that a thing yet?
I thought it meant how the script got sold at like an auction.
Maybe it's a cute
That's what I
story, maybe
thought.
it's $1.
Is that like sold after like yesterday at an auction?
Like that's.
Not like what
I
the
thought you could
studio
sell it
bought
to
it
make a
for.
movie.
$2.
Yeah. I'd sell it to make the movie.
God, that's it. I don't know.
Do you understand what we're saying?
Who's the curator
I
of
get it.
questions?
You'll know by the
What?
answer.
That's not how this works.
If the number's low, then it's not the
The
auction
answer's
one.
right
that's
under
what I was
this
gonna say.
card.
It's got to be like, I'm gonna say $64,000 for someone who bought it at an auction.
Okay. I'm gonna say a nickel just to be contrary.
A nickel.
What do you think, Todd?
But do we decide whether it's to the studio or?
All right, you're out.
No.
Well, because we're out of time.
No,
I'm
that's
sorry.
not fair.
I'm
The
sorry.
show's over?
I'm gonna look at
This
the
is an
answer.
outrage.
I won't say it, but I'm gonna look at the answer. What's your
Oh my
answer? What's your answer? Say 6 cents.
6 cents.
Okay, because you bid 1 penny before me, higher than me, smart ass. It's $1.
Well,
It's $1.
Damn,
Yeah,
so-
so,
I think
That
it
must
was
be
the
how much they
studio.
so
sold it
you
to the
won
studio
because
for.
it's closest without going over.
I knew I'd win. I always thought I did. I never gave up.
Good night.
Proud of you.